Welcome to our second dungeon, the Goron Mines. It's mostly lava.
Hey, Gorons, why can't you do this by yourselves?
Because they don't have my boots.
Oh.
I know this is just the lava stage, but since I'm playing Metroid Prime right now, this looks just like Magmore Caverns as well. But again, just a lava stage, so that's just why that is in my brain.
There's only so many ways you can go with a stage like that.
Yeah.
Nope, just use a sword.
Just had to get a feel for it.
You'll want to break that first, because that switch is going to deactivate that furnace. Quickly. It's annoying that the timer starts during the cutscene.
The timer noise sounds funny, too. Like, it sounds like bubbles popping. Come on, there you go.
Come on. Thank you, game.
No, I really don't think you know what I'm doing here.
This kind of seems like this was right around the era where Nintendo basically thought you were an idiot for a while. Remember that? You would play for like 20 minutes and then a prompt would come up. Hey man, you should take a break.
I think that came later. It's right at the start around that point, though.
Yeah, like I remember playing this on the Wii, and I feel like that was a thing in Wii Sports where it would be like, hey man, you should take a break.
All that swinging's it's making me tired.
So I think you need to go up and then cross over to the other side.
The gears are turning.
Then again, I think the most inexcusable one is probably how Sword and Shield handled their go here things.
Yeah, by not creating paths for you to go anywhere else.
That and just by having the cutscene start, characters talk, camera pans to building, you go into building, it directly teleports you to building, cutscene. Alright, now you're inside. You know what, the more I look at this, it makes more sense that they can't do it, they're just too slow.
God damn it.
What the fuck is that? Is that a slug?
It's a fire slug.
It's terrifying.
Ooh, 3 in 1 slash.
But it also helps that they're super weak.
Yeah, they take 1 hit.
Was that slowdown supposed to happen? Was that like a dramatic effect?
Yeah, it's just kind of a thing where when you do an attack, there's a slight frame hitch. I think it's intentional,
Okay.
but you never know.
It looked kind of jarring.
Well, it's because it was 3 after each other.
Oh, yeah.
This room isn't quite a hub, but we do come here from different angles to get to different places. Along with the iron boots making us heavy, it also makes us magnetic, and those are magnets.
Oh my god.
So we need to activate the magnets, and then they're also cranes, so they'll carry us around. This is a cool place. They really take advantage of the potential of wearing metal shoes.
Actually, that's like one of my favorite things in Zelda, where like one item you think has one use, and it's like, oh, it keeps you heavy, so you hold switches. But then you get introduced to like a neat mechanic like magnetic shoes, and it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's another thing to keep in mind. Jacob, I won't tell you to visualize this time, but
I'm scared.
there is an item later in the game where, like, it is infamous for the wasted potential, for how much potential there is.
I think I know the item you're talking about. I may be wrong.
If you played Hyrule Warriors, you know what it is.
God, I still think about it to this day, where it's like, this could have literally been one of the greatest items ever made.
This was a letter from Uku that I got 2 parts ago.
You got the mail, but you didn't have to read it right away.
Please don't run away from me.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna go. I would have gone.
What purpose do you think that serves, / how do you think the Gorons use those?
They're more agile than you think.
I'm gonna go with they don't. And they've never actually seen much of the mines.
Ooh, this game's version of Dodongos. They're much skinnier and tinier,
Wow.
but they're still weak on their tails.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that was a Dodongo.
Oops.
Perhaps if I camouflage myself in lava, then...
Well, the hero is dead. Let us pray.
It's okay, the ham just got lightly toasted.
Yeah, going from like a triceratops to a gecko is quite the change in design.
Evolution and de-evolution.
It actually looks like the divine beast from Death Mountain.
Yeah, kinda.
Good observation.
Thanks.
Woo, barely missed that.
He yawed me 3 times.
I think you need to wear the iron boots in order to pull this.
I think so, but memory's not working right for me.
I am pulling a wall, so... We need to pull that. It slowly starts sliding back.
Yeah.
Oh god, there's spikes too. Don't fuck this up. Oh.
We see more of this glowing blue stuff. That's pretty much a signal that that thing is magnetic. So I guess it's just a type of magnetic rock that appears in the mines. And of course, the mines allow us to sink to the bottom of bodies of water.
Whoa! Oh, that must have hurt.
I always like that.
A friend.
Who the hell are you?
An old burning friend.
Alright, now you sumo me.
These old bones have still got some spunk in them.
If you slap me, I erupt.
If I lose, I have a tantrum and kill the whole town. Ready?
So as we go through the mines, we meet 3 different Goron elders. Each one of them has 1/3 of the boss key.
I like that. I like that you have to actually assemble the boss key.
And it looks unique. I remember from the original LP, I had a lot of trouble opening this one damn chest. Well, I got it the first time.
This entire LP of the HD version is to make up for that moment.
That and something else. I know who that is. What's shaking, chicken?
Can you go back in the pod so I don't have to see nipples?
We're already getting a lot of them here.
Stare at my nipples.
No, like, I get it. I get it. It's supposed to be all futuristic-y. It's like, wow, look, we really are in the future. I mean, in terms of graphics at the time, like, wow, look how realistic it is. Everything has nipples now.
You say, like, what is futuristic about chicken nipples?
Oh, Jacob, give it like 10 years.
Chickens that make milks? I'm like, oh, great, they're gonna create one definitive farm animal. It makes milk, eggs, beef, pork, somehow.
But it still can't fly.
Blip. What that must do to your head. Now, obviously, this is extremely slow, so I've sped this up.
Yeah.
But also, in the original LP, I forgot this. And had to come back for it. Well, not this time. It's a piece of heart.
You know, actually, since you're speeding it up, this reminds me of a glitch that you could actually take advantage of. I know it only works in the Wii version. I don't know if it actually works on GameCube or not. If you put on your iron boots, and as soon as you get taken up, you can actually access your pause screen. And if you switch back to your regular boots, the game will still think that you're on solid ground. So Ham Harry, for example, would actually be standing on the ceiling, and you could run at normal speed. I just love doing that.
Hate my job. This soundtrack is weird.
No, my foot.
Your fucking toe. Hey, man.
That was just a distraction.
Oops.
It's like how a magician will do like a dance to keep you from noticing their trick.
It's a final countdown.
Been watching a lot of Fool Us lately, so I apologize if I'm suddenly an increase in magic references.
How dare you?
Like, I noticed that whenever I'm going through like a phase interest of mine, I reference that a lot more during the LPs. So this month it's magic.
With Ham Harry, it's not sleight of hand, it's sleight of foot.
I'm hoping that people go back in the Let's Plays and you can tell us what era of hobby it is, like you can tell what Let's Play it is. Oh yeah, Twilight Princess, that's the Magic Jacob arc.
That makes it sound a lot more interesting. God, is there like a percentage chance that you do that and Ham Harry just fucking upchucks?
I thought you actually got the proper finishing blow, and I was gonna say that is fucking rad, but also you might die.
I love how casual the running slash is.
Yeah.
It's very realistic. Like, if you were breaking a pot, you wouldn't be like, "Hurrah!" You'd be like, eh.
Oh god, that reminds me. I don't know if I told this story. It's a very small one. But a friend of mine, when Twilight Princess first came out and I had the Wii version, he thought the sword fighting was 1-to-1. And so he, instead of just, you just gently swing the remote, you just kind of jitter it a little bit and then he swings. But he thought it was like, oh man, it's 1-to-1. So he would swing the sword like a madman and exhaust himself. And I'm like, okay, you're not actually a samurai, you just do this.
So Skyward Sword was his fault.
I don't know how he perceived Skyward Sword, because by that point, I don't know what happened to him.
He'd vanished.
I'm sure, the last time I checked, it was where he worked at my old Home Depot. But it's just, if anything, Skyward Sword would have felt better for him, but at the same time, I imagine him basically exhausting himself in 3 minutes.
Aren't like the slow, heavy boots one of the reasons people didn't like the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time?
It was less that it was heavy and more that you had to keep pressing start, go to your menu, flip, because this is the 90s and not everything is fast. Select boots. Alright. Because here, it's an item. You just push the button and that's it.
Right, you just hop.
Yeah, in Ocarina of Time, you had to open the prompt and switch the boots because there was a designated menu every time.
Oh, got it.
I think they fixed that in the 3DS version.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
$20.
Good thing you're not timed. Game.
Way to increase the anxiety for no reason.
Got some BMOs. Can't do anything about them. At least not yet. Thankfully, they don't care when you're climbing up the wall.
Haters gonna hate, haters gonna hate, haters gonna hate.
There we go.
You can tell, but it took just a little too long.
At least it was worth it.
For the BMOs, I just gotta run past right now.
Well, good. They didn't see you.
I don't know why, but this gauntlet sticks out of my mind as one of the more definitive parts of Twilight Princess.
Yeah. I actually really like going through the Goron mines. Like, I don't know if maybe because it's of its linearity, but something about it gives me an enjoyable experience with it. Like, I've never had a bad time here.
Yeah, it's a pretty good dungeon.
That isn't to say that the forest dungeon was awful or anything, but I think about this one way more than that one. And the next one, too.
Oh,
Right, the Wii U version.
yeah.
Rest in peace, Miiverse.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I noticed, or at least I realized, the stamps are actually in chests that were already there. They just had their contents replaced. Because originally it was just rupees. So they actually made it a little more worth it. At least up until Miiverse ended a year later.
Right.
God, Miiverse.
It did not last much longer than after the game was released.
Man, I miss Miiverse. I thought it was so cool to, like, especially in the games like 3D World and Splatoon, seeing all the art from particular levels and shit. Or the Miiverse level in Smash. That was so awesome.
Yeah, it was a great idea. It's just that they put it on the wrong system, and there was nothing stopping them from just doing it again, but they just decided not to.
And there's nothing stopping Nintendo from doing a lot of things.
Yeah, that's for fucking sure.
Like putting this game on Switch, so Thorn can LP it a third time.
Oh, dude, I also dumped this to my PC, and I was considering maybe I could re-record the entire thing. And it would look even better and run at 60 FPS.
I mean, if you really wanna. But then you'd have to re-record the original, the parts we've already recorded, motion for motion.
Or we record it and then we leave it unfinished, just like the Wii U's Legacy, and then we have it up there for people to watch, and then they go, I'll watch the Switch version instead.
Oh, so this is what a malnourished Goron looks like. Goron?
This one reminds me a lot of the father in Majora's Mask, the one that you find frozen all the time.
Yeah. Wonder if he's a reference to him.
He might be, at least in the lip department.
Gotta say, your belt is very tasty.
Please stop. Nah.
Well, it's all gone now.
Sorry about your pants.
That was my $10. I was saving it for my daughter's tuition.
You know, I don't just give that away for free, buddy.
I'm kidding, all the Gorons are men. I don't know why.
Watch, in a few centuries, this piece of my beard will be my child.
Oh! These chests feel particularly tiny. Particularly is the worst word ever invented.
It almost sounded like you were gonna say ever existed.
I was, but thanks for pointing it out.
No problem, Jacob. That's why I'm here.
Are you Darbus?
How did you get here?
Yes, I'm here to save you from this infestation of goblins. Oh, yeah? Oh, are we gonna kill him?
Yeah, we are.
Might as well.
So clearly this entire platform is magnetic.
We're cheating to kill this poor Goron. Oh, got a little bit of a jiggling belly there.
I think that's actually a Q,
Yeah,
and I'm just not noticing.
he's just leaving himself wide open for way too long for you to hit him.
Too far away. Hang on, I know what to do with this.
Oh,
Oh, dang it. No,
Whoa, no!
oh God! This is what you get.
Wow, the tension. It's like a real movie.
what you want to do is angle yourself with your back towards the lava. Because when he rolls up and you grab him, you're going to throw him behind yourself. So you want to throw him into the lava.
So you gotta live on the edge to beat this boss.
Nope.
What?
Don't know why that didn't work.
Oh, he's still going.
There we go.
Works for me.
Whoop. Uh-oh.
Oh no! Still toasty.
He's not remotely as hard as I'm making him look.
Wasn't this recorded like 3 years after the last few parts?
Yep.
So she's a bit rusty, guys. It's okay.
Ah!
You're back! How'd you do that?
It's a skill.
Can you teach me? If
No.
you do, okay.
I care not for your bargains, sir. I want you dead.
That's an intense line.
Yeah, I like it.
But out of curiosity, thank you. Out of curiosity, what were you gonna offer?
Life. Like, he just wasn't gonna kill him. I wish I would have come up with something more clever, like, I will give you a pound of cheese.
Okay, and I'll give you a pounding!
With cheese. Smacks him with a cheese log. This isn't cheese, it's lava.
Oh, he's got a tiny face.
Okay, we don't actually kill him. Alright, I feel better now. I don't know, I love Gorons. They've always been one of my favorite Zelda thingies. not doing this. I'm actually very scared.
Kind of looks like he has 5 o'clock shadow.
Don't slip on any banana peels or anything.
Alright, our reward. Always one of my favorite weapons in every Zelda game, the bow and arrow.
Yay!
Ah, good old Groos's bow.
Now with gyro aiming.
Hang on, adjusting on my Wii U pad.
Damn.
Oh, nice
That would have been
save.
so sick.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, well, never
No.
mind. Shitty save, Thorn.
The count was still at 29. Because of how quick of a reaction that was.
It was almost certainly me pressing the wrong button. Alright, coming over here. There we go. All the Beamos wake up now. But they have big glowing eyes, so just shoot them in the eye.
Bringing this over from Wind Waker. HD.
Did it deactivate them permanently in Wind Waker?
I believe so.
Because in Ocarina of Time, you just blew them up.
Yeah, you used a bomb. But I remember in Wind Waker that you would shoot them and then they would just stop. Or you could use explosives. I think it was both. Admittedly, it's been a long time since the Wind Waker Let's Play, so if anyone goes, Yoshi, you don't remember? Yes, I don't remember. It's been years. I'm glad the steering wheel room is safe. And I do like that they just give you the option to just go for final blow on weaklings.
Imagine if real compasses just pointed to stuff.
Where's my true home? Okay, it's spinning randomly. I don't know what this means.
Where's my real father? Oh, the arm popped off.
Points to this guy.
I am the most human-looking Goron of all. They fear me. And you will too.
Well, alright then. Thanks for the last key part.
You're welcome. Have you feared me yet?
No.
Damn. I always give people key parts, and they never fear me.
Well, no, sister, you have the good vibes coming from you.
I'm a fool. A good vibin' fool. So are you.
Shut up.
The problem is I can't pull out my sword in this room.
Yeah, they want you to be respectful, shown here. Ooh, a 50. Huh, I wonder how long he's been trapped back there now that I think about it.
I wasn't an elder when I got trapped here.
Hey, this used to be my house. They designed an entire mine shaft around it.
This room has a lot of things up on the ceiling. In other words, a lot of things I can shoot.
Always fun for practice.
Just going slug hunting. Slunting.
I mean, how could you resist, though?
So can you still kill the Dodongos by feeding them bombs in this game? Or is it just all in the tail?
I don't know. I don't know why you would. You can just kill them by hitting the tail.
These aren't my Dodongos.
They were never your Dodongos.
Then do you know how much that hurts?
That we can't really test that since we don't have bombs.
Yeah.
No, I want those arrows.
Arrows! Well, thankfully
Damn it.
Never mind.
Reminds me of an Animal Crossing when you shoot a balloon and the present bounces off the ground and into the river.
I thought you were gonna say, it's like an Animal Crossing where if you really don't like a neighbor, you can either do it yourself or get Isabel to do it.
There we go, that makes up for it.
Damn, making bank.
Yeah. I mean, you are in a life or death situation, so you gotta be compensated somehow.
Yeah, I'm pretty much taking this as payment for helping the Gorons.
Oh no!
Link wasn't even looking where he was swinging.
I don't think so.
Hello. I have legs, and yet I can't walk.
Ow. Point blank to the face.
Well, that's a good way to learn that the Boblins die instantly to an arrow. I don't think I have anything else to do in this room. So let's go right back to the gauntlet, which was full of archers. In other words, targets. Oh, hello.
Hey, he won't shoot me. Oh! Oh! Oh!
These dudes are just watching.
They're impressed. And dead.
That guy was actually shooting. He would have gotten a raise if he lived.
I now pay you 2 rupees an hour.
Yeah. We gonna buy wife new rock.
Oh yeah, I can maybe buy it next year.
He said, working in Goron mines where he's surrounded by rocks.
We're not allowed to take product home.
Poor guy.
We work hard for family, but now me dead. How do you feel about that?
Watch.
No.
I'll send 2 of your friends to see you.
Now Charles dead. Charles may be a weird name for a boblin.
Okay, admittedly, I spend way too long in this room. You see this little bridge right to the bottom here? Ignore that bridge, that's pretty obvious, but the big magnet crane sort of lifts you up nearby this one bridge that if you could angle it just right, you might be able to reach it. Depends on the timing. So I spend way too long trying to see if I can.
This is pukey.
First thing, though, we are going to open up this bridge. See, because it lifts me up. Here you can see the gears start to turn. Because there is a chest up there, you can see on the mini-map. And it's not down here, which means it's up there. Oh, fairy.
Hey.
Scoop!
I want to scoop. I didn't have an open bottle to scoop, so like, fucking half an hour later. You can get it just right. Take off the boots and jump attack.
Ooh.
Yeah. Shit, I can't get up there anyway.
Darn.
So we'll be coming back here.
And another 3 years later, the rest of this level was played.
I think it was at least 1 year later. But I never forgot that chest.
Alright, I'll let you guys have that one.
It appears that you have forgotten the chest that is currently being bombarded with arrows. That's fun. Line up, everybody. Who wants an arrow from Ham Harry?
I do!
Best day of my life.
I think he's got this!
Boss time.
Oh boy.
You sound excited.
I'm just really hungry, dude.
For combat, I agree.
Yeah. Give me blood.
He's got his pajamas on.
It's cozy. Or did they just forget to texture him?
No, he's supposed to look like that.
Do you take cash or credit?
Bitcoin.
Well, he's got to die.
I don't have that, so...
Oh, may I interest you in an NFT?
Absolutely not.
There's the texture.
Oh, I was about to say, if you don't let him free, he can't hurt you. Oh.
Yeah, the boss fight is psychological, you just have to leave the room.
Virus. Billy Ray Virus? Okay. How's this fight done, Thor?
He's waddling around. You might notice the floor is magnetic, and he does have chains attached to his feet. So we gotta figure out something to do with that. His forehead is also a light, which tends to be a signal, shoot me here. Unfortunately, he's much faster than me. There we go, that stunned him. Now we run over, put on our iron boots, and grab the chain on the ground. It's annoying that you have to do it in that order, though, because he does actually move around a lot.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh my god.
You only have so much time.
Yes, walk that way. Thank you.
You may now commence the bullying.
Nerd!
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay. Ah!
No, go the other way, thank you.
This looks kind of annoying.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's really easy though.
Let's try that again.
I don't know that many of the bosses in this game are among my favorites.
I can't really think of any that really makes me go, wow, that was memorable. I mean, they're not bad, they're just serviceable for the most part, I think. Clonk! That should count as an automatic hit.
Yeah.
I guess he just assumed that you grew 20 feet and is trying to hit you that way. I don't know why that's funny. His eye explodes and a heart comes out.
My heart that was stored in my brain.
My brain heart. My Bart.
The teardrop explodes. Good, you found my spine.
Ah, I was looking for that.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Alright, give me a second. Alright.
Zane.
Gesundheit. Rude, but I agree.
Wow. That sucks, but you know who else sucks? Your princess.
If only there were a princess of Twilight, I bet that princess would rule.
And imagine if she was in HD too. That'd be great.
And she had correct opinions and a fat ass and it was cool and
Like, imagine if she was just fucking juicy, you know?
and she could sword fight and
Kinda sassy.
play saxophone.
Ride a wolf.
Had hair like that. Look at that shit. How you doing, Darvis?
Oh, hi, you.
Oh, my nut neck.
Oh. Oh man, did I cause, like, big trouble on a place called Death Mountain?
Big trouble on Death Mountain. I feel like there was more to that joke, but I couldn't stop laughing. I'm gonna guess that's the next Zelda game. That'd be the shittiest title.
It just sounds like an episode if Twilight Princess was an anime, like, Big Trouble on Death Mountain! Fierce battle in Goron Mines!
Big trouble in Little Death Mountain. Kurt Russell is Darvis. Just a cameo, sorry.
It's just himself, and he says, I'm your father, Star-Lord.
Like and Midna just kind of side-eye each other.
Well, I did like the dungeon. Boss is kind of weak, but Goron Mines was fun. I don't really think about the Gorons much, to be perfectly honest, but I did like this iteration. I just hate their design with the nipples.
Yeah, I think the dungeon itself is pretty fun. I like how much you can do with the bow and arrow as soon as you get it. And the magnetism is a good idea. It's annoying how slow it is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
But next time, we're not immediately heading to the Lanayru province. That is our next location. But part 9 is a bunch of stuff that we're going to be doing on the way to Lanayru.
Oh, the Nehru. That part's like an obstacle course.
I know Jacob will be happy because in that part, we will be crossing the Elden Bridge, which we barely saw in Elden Province.
I know what that place is.